As you know, this weekend is the Super Bowl, and a lot of like pretty much every podcast is doing their Super Bowl props. A lot of good stuff out there. A lot of guys that we watch know a lot about football. We don't. We like football.
Yeah,
we'll be watching the Super Bowl, but you know what, Beef? We've been in the depths of the gambling world for a long time.
Yes, sir, we have. Yeah.
And sometimes you got to go offshore because offshore's got the better props. So we're going to go through some props, and here's the way it's going to work. I'm going to show these props to the fellas. There's about 15 or so. They're each going to make their bet. Now, the way that they could bet, they can only do two things. They could bet 100 to win on an underdog, or on the favorite. They do to. They could bet 100 on the underdog, or they could bet to win 100 on the favorite. So you can really blow your wad if we get to something that's like a minus 10,000, and you bet to win 100 on that minus 10,000, and then it doesn't ship. So we got to be careful with your money.
Yeah,
I always am.
I'll total these up after the show.
I definitely am.
And then after the Super Bowl, I'll have these will be graded. We'll see who wins. Whoever loses has to drink the other person's drink next week for the show. So that means
I have to win.
Beef will be drinking bourbon next week if he loses, or MySoxSummer will be drinking wine if he loses. I think might be the bigger punishment, but I think it's also fun, so we're gonna do it.
Basic bitch white wine is what I will be drinking. I might get some Kim Crawford.
Kim Crawford. It's got to be Kim Crawford.
Do it, baby. I love some Kim Crawford.
Yeah, I'm sure you do because you're a basic bitch. Yeah,
I like to drink the white wine for the au jus. That's my Monday night pleasure. And this past week I had Father Zoe on. Absolutely terrific show. Next week, Jordan Lazowski.
Oh, Jesus.
Sex
Christ.
machine. He's going to be on.
All right. Hey,
no free ads, buddy.
All right. Get the invoice ready. Ajou is going to start paying the 108 to advertise here.
Son of a bitch.
I'm going to start you guys off easy.
Okay.
Let's go. Some pregame song shit. Like, so these are common. You see these all over the place. But the first one is, how long will it take Chris Stapleton to sing the U.S. national anthem? I like that it says U.S. in there because this is obviously not from the U.S.
Not in
all right.
No, it's not.
So it's an over-under, and it's set at 2 minutes and 7 seconds. 2 minutes, over 2 minutes and 7 seconds is the favorite. A pretty sizable favorite. So, fellas, I'll start with Beef on this one. Beef, what are you going, over, under?
Yeah, I'm smashing the over minus 180. So that means I'll be betting $180 to win 100 on that over, because the market knows something. This is one where if you see the move going, generally the marketplace kind of knows. Some sharps are in on it. They got insiders and they're pushing it. If you see it get pushed real hard, or if you see the time move a lot, then you know that someone's on it. So I always like to hit whatever direction the favorite is for this one.
And pro tip to you people out there they're watching this and you have access to this kind of bet. If on Saturday or Friday, so if you're listening to this on Friday or Saturday, and you start to see that number move, where like either the time is going up or the juice on the time is going up, bet that way, because someone heard the rehearsal. So someone timed the rehearsal and they know what's up. So just, this is one where you could go with the public money. MySoxSummer, what are you taking, the over or the under?
2 weeks ago when this was announced, one of our buddies, Shane Reardon on Scores, said you need to bet the over. You've got to bet the over on Chris Stapleton. He's going to tra-la-la ding dong all day long. So we're going to go with the over also, because he said that. Because if there's anyone that I trust with my gambling knowledge, it's a guy that has a very long beard and hates King Mac.
Allegedly.
All right. The next one, I saw this bet. I thought this was a weird wager.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's during America the Beautiful. Who will be shown first?
Oh man,
the Kansas City Chiefs or the Philadelphia Eagles? I feel like this, from the books, this is kind of a shot at the Eagles. They're saying they're not beautiful.
Yeah,
so,
a little bit.
Or not American. I don't know. Philadelphia feels like a pretty American place to me. So I'm going to start with you, MySoxSummer. Who are you going with? You going with the Chiefs at minus 150 or the Eagles at plus 115?
100% going with the Chiefs because, and I even know who it's going to be. It's going to be old Limpy, their quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, the guy that the Bears should have drafted. So yeah, I think we're going to see him. He might potentially could have a headband on that is American, we'll go right at him. I think that's going to be the play.
Okay. I think I'm guessing that's where the minus 150 lies. The quarterback that people would care more about is probably what's pushing this. Beef, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with MSS because the Chiefs side has all the star power. You got Patrick Mahomes, but you also have Andy Reid. And Andy Reid's coached both teams, and Andy Reid's an all-time head coach. He's going to be a Hall of Famer at some point. The Eagles, to me, are so goddamn good. They're such a good team, but they do it in such a quiet way, man. They whoop your ass, and next thing you know, it's the middle of the third quarter. You're down 3 touchdowns, and you have no idea how you got there, right?
Yep.
They're kind of no name. They kind of don't have the star power. Jalen Hurts is like an understated type of dude, but he'll eat you alive out there. So, like, I agree with MSS. I'm going to go with the favorite here. I'm going to lay the 150 on the Chiefs being shown first.
I like it. I feel like I'm with you on both of these. I thought there was a weird amount of juice on each of these. That's why I picked these two. Yep. We'll get into some stuff that you might not agree on, though. So we'll start getting into some other stuff. Beautiful. We're gonna go with people totally not involved in the game.
I love that.
And the first one is the Drake curse bet. What team apparel will Drake be wearing on Super Bowl Sunday? Will it be the Chiefs or the Eagles? Now, the Chiefs are a massive favorite. I have no idea why. He is Canadian. I don't know why the Chiefs would be his pick, but they are a big favorite here. They're minus 350. So, Beef, to you,
man,
where are you going on the Drake curse here?
You know, I have no beat on this particularly. So minus 350 seems way too huge. Because he could be wearing apparel from any decade, right? He could show up in a goddamn Randall Cunningham jersey, and that's a super popular Eagles player that's not on the current team. I really like the plus 245 with the Eagles, just because I think, Philadelphia is more of an NBA town. Drake is an NBA guy. He's a big Raptors guy. I could totally see him like buddying up with Joel Embiid and them dudes and like being in on the Eagles. So I'm gonna go with the plus 245.
I like it. I like going for the dog here. MySoxSummer, who are you going with?
Man, I don't really I don't know enough. And I don't want to like just go in and like carbon copy Loaf on his bet, but also like in my head, I say Eagles too, because and not for any fancy reasons, just mostly because he's like, you know what, I feel like I want to wear green today. He's like, the Eagles, I'm feeling the Eagle right now. Plus, I think Drake probably wants to be on the side of the winners, and I think the Eagles are going to roll them. So I think he's going to be like, you know what, I'm gonna do that. It could be like there's so much juice on the Chiefs because maybe him and Patrick Mahomes have like a friendship that we don't know about. But
yeah, it could be.
I'm gonna stick with the Eagles. It seems like a crazy bet.
All right, we guys haven't disagreed yet. So that's terrible for this.
It's coming.
It's coming. I know.
All right. So the next one is, and I'm with you, comments. I have no idea how they spelled TikTok wrong. But I assure you, this is a book where I've deposited money. So good for me. How many TikTok videos will Jackson Mahomes post during the Super Bowl? The over-under is 1.5. So will he post 2 or will he post less than 2 during the Super Bowl? Over is the underdog, plus 135. I'm going to my TikTok master first, MySoxSummer. So what will he do?
Like immediately, I'm like,
first off, do you know who Jackson Mahomes is?
I do. I do.
I like how they spelled it all as one word too. They didn't separate.
It's like that's
I think they're giving you his username.
Yeah. He's like real obnoxious, right? With Patrick's like wife, right? Like they like hang out on the.
He's obnoxious. He's an obnoxious guy.
There's a weird thing. I'm going to go, and this is what's going to happen. Because the Chiefs are going to be getting trounced, I'm going to go under 1.5 because he's not going to have much to celebrate. And like honestly, Missy will back me up. You don't want to get on TikTok if you're not feeling the best. Like it's really hard to like get into it and do your stupid dances and do all that shit. So I'm going to go with the under.
Wow, going under on that,
Yeah.
which is I don't know a lot about Jackson Mahomes, but I assume he posts one like every 15 minutes. So, Beef, where are you at on this one?
You know what? I think initially I was leaning MySoxSummer's way because I thought Pat Mahomes Sr., who used to pitch for the Twins,
will whoop his ass.
He's an awesome dude. Yeah, I thought he might take the phone away or like whatever. Dude, but you realize that Jackson's been doing shit all the time, and he's kept a little bit of a low profile for a while. Now's the time when he shows out. So I'm smashing that over. Definitely going to be over. He might do 5 TikToks during this game. He's going to be way over that one man for sure.
If we were on points bet, you could points bet.
I would points bet the TikToks. Get him
the over. 5. Yeah, I love it.
Points bet the TikToks.
All right, so you finally have disagreed on one.
Yes.
All right, this is good.
Hey, did you see this? Did you see this, Loaf? I don't know what this means.
I saw it later. So Meek Mill's a rapper. He's from Philadelphia. Like
he's from Philly.
Oh, yeah, he's from Philly. So
you guys might both be wrong.
Could be
fucked.
That's fine though because
I changed my shit.
No, too late. You bet already, motherfucker.
So this is one that I knew would be there. So there's certain things about broadcast that I absolutely hate. Like I love the song "London Calling" by The Clash. I hate when they play a game in London and Fox plays that song 47 times. Yeah. I don't need to hear it that much. It just awful. But what's going to be awful and obnoxious in this game is the Kelsey brothers are facing off against each other. Yes. How many times will this be mentioned during the broadcast? The over under is 1.5, but the over 1.5 is minus 400. Guys, where are you going on this one? Beef, I'm starting with you.
It's interesting. I wonder how explicit it's got to be for this reference. You know, like is referencing the parents count or kind of like what? How does it work? You know,
I will mention that under each of these, I cut this out when I pasted these in here. It does say at bookmaker's discretion.
Oh
man.
Oh no, I don't love that. I'm not generally not a fan of that ruling right there. So I'd normally lay off a bet like this. However, I think the over is like the safest bet in the world. It's bound to come up more than once during the broadcast. So I'm gonna lay the minus 400, which is a lot, and bet the over.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. Okay, Teresi, we're gonna go back to this book, and you're gonna have the winner. Like they'll give us the winner, right?
Yes, we will see. And Soxwood, cheers to you. Let me finish reading this before I read it out loud. It's crazy that some people don't believe these people be wilding and serving demonic spirits. It's not your flesh you have to guard, it's your spirit. I don't know what that means. And I may have just been possessed.
It sounds like something I'd hear in the desert of Arizona. I mean, honestly, that's what I'm thinking. So we just had a Super Bowl when we had brothers coaching against each other. And I mean, if I still remember that, they mentioned it a shitload during the game. So I think the over is the smart bet, but I also think that these places overseas are shady as fuck. So I'm going to take the under on this just because we need to switch it up a little bit.
I love it.
Under.
I love it because I like you going for like, they're going to grade it poorly. Yeah. and just be like, no, it was, according to us, it was under 1.5. Right. Because only 3 people bet on that.
Yeah, they grew up together. Nope, didn't say they were brothers. Just said they grew up together. There's a lot of technicalities you can get there. And if there's anything I know about offshore books, they are shady as fuck. So
yes, they are.
What's going to go with that?
Great call.
All right. Here's one that, to me, I looked at this and I was like, I actually have no idea. I can't remember how many times they show this smug prick. By the way, does anyone know that Roger Goodell's never had another job in his whole life other than being like the commissioner of the NFL? It's such a weird thing to be groomed for. It's just
it is like he's
strange thing.
He's like an attorney by trade, but no big firm experience or shit, right? He's always kind of been entered up into this role.
Just been groomed into this. Yeah. He is the Senator Palpatine of the NFL. It's so weird. All right, so the question is, how many times will Roger Goodell be shown?
Yeah.
So this is during the broadcast. So over or under 1.5. Now, I'm looking at this, but I want to explain to you guys how I'm reading this bet based on looking at this. Is that this is during the whole broadcast? He will be shown at least once because he's on the stage for presenting the fucking trophy.
Yeah,
right.
So there's at least once. So like over under 1.5. Over 1.5 is only a slight favorite though.
Is it me first or is it Loaf first?
It's you first.
It's you. Sorry,
I'm gonna go.
I was drinking.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to point out that you weren't doing your job, you lazy ass. I'm gonna go with the over. And it's not because they're gonna. Maybe they'll show them at the beginning of the game, but mostly it's gonna be such a blowout that they're gonna be like, there goes Roger Goodell getting ready to pass off that trophy, the Vince Lombardi trophy. To blah.
Ooh, that's
blah,
a good call.
Like I think they're gonna show it. They show him before. That happens.
Then
the second scene will be that. So the 2 is going to get us over. I don't think you're going to see a lot of them, but I think you're going to see him one time before he goes out on that stage. They go, you worked real hard and you did everything right. And here it is, put it up. And then the guys are going, fly, Eagles fly.
I do like if he's fodder for a boring game. Yep. Like if the game gets boring, if the game gets boring, that Kelsey brothers is
go way over.
Through the roof over. Okay, yeah, I like the over on that. Beef, what are you thinking?
You know what? I'm thinking the opposite way. He's so unpopular, and there's so much else going on at the Super Bowl. Like if this was just a regular playoff game and he happened to be there, they would pan to the owner's box and they'd show, Roger Goodell's hanging out with whoever, Peyton Manning or whatever goofball is there with him. This type of game, though, there's so many celebrities. The halftime show is a huge thing. And there's so many storylines with Andy Reid against his old team, the brothers, all this stuff. Yeah. I don't think you see him. I think you only see him at the goddamn end, and that's it. So I got that under. Let me smash that under.
I like it. Take it the under. And Dougie, you know what? We're gonna drink to your super chat that's not going through either. It's all good. We love.
We'll let you get away with this one time, but don't try this shit again. Right?
I do that, and everyone's like, "Oh, you're an idiot, MSS." Like when I'm trying to tip him.
Yeah, but we know both of you, and we
trust him.
Judge accordingly.
Dougie's done it before, though, I believe. So
I think if it's a blowout, I'm just going to throw this in here, Treasy. We're going to throw out. I don't know who's calling the game, who are the broadcasters, but okay, doesn't say it, but
I don't either.
They're going to be like, you think he's got that trophy under his chair right now? And the other guy's going to be like, I don't know. Like that's what.
Let me just tell you, the broadcasters are not in charge of saying where to point the camera. They are not good at that.
So it's Kevin
except
Burkhardt.
Brent Musburger.
It's Kevin Burkhardt and Greg Olson are the broadcasters on this.
Oh, god damn.
So younger guys for sure.
Man, I didn't know Greg Olson was doing. What the fuck did he? Who does he have?
He's on the number one team.
Yeah, I would
say number one team.
He's pretty good, and he gets a lot of. He gets I think he's pretty good, but there's a lot of people think he's really good. He's one of the best ones out there.
He's the guy. Right, he's the guy possibly getting displaced by Tom Brady, which is causing a lot of the.
Which would be insanity. Someone will scoop him without a doubt.
All right, Brian. thank you for filling in for Dougie there. We appreciate it.
You, Brian. We encourage our tips, unlike the CHGO podcast where I tip $10 and then they just dunked on me. So,
guys, we're gonna get into some real important stuff.
What is this bullshit about, Zawowski? What the fuck, bro? I'm an idiot for what? What did I do?
This is probably the two most important bets we're gonna look at.
Oh shit!
So this is State Farm Stadium bets.
Okay.
Number of beers sold at the game. Over under is 120,000. Now I will give you guys one piece of information to go along with this.
Yeah.
State Farm Stadium capacity 63,000.
Okay.
So over under is 120,000. Over 120,000 is an underdog at plus 130. Beef, you notice what they did here? Because
they put in
offshore books are pricks. They flipped these so that you would think you're betting the over and accidentally bet the under. Yeah. So the over is an underdog. I'm kind of surprised the over is an underdog.
Yeah, I am too.
Underdog on this one. So Beef, I'll start with you. What are you taking? Number of beers sold over under 120,000.
I'm trying to think it through because a Super Bowl game is very different than a normal football game. Like a normal football game, you think this is an easy over, right? Like even if half the crowd doesn't drink, The other half of the crowd is drinking 4+ beers when they're in the stadium. But the other issue is in a packed stadium, it takes a long time to get a beer. So that's why I'm kind of wondering, but for Super Bowl, you're in the stadium a lot earlier. It's not like everyone's just showing up. If it's Bears Falcons on a sleepy weekend at Soldier Field, you're walking in the stadium in the little first quarter, right? Super Bowl, everyone's in the stadium kind of early. They want to see all the things that are going on.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit the underdog over at plus 130. I think it'll eventually slide over, even though maybe a bunch of the crowd won't be a big beer drinking crowd. I think it eventually gets over the top. You got beer drinking cities, in my personal opinion. You got the blue collar cities in there with Philadelphia and Kansas City. So I think that will help to get to the over.
And cheers, Zoe. Thank you for the drink.
Yeah, thank you, Zoe. I was just kidding, dude. You can call me an idiot all you want. You vain prick.
All right, MSS, where are you at on 120,000 beers sold?
I'm worried about this too, because what you just said, like how they switched them, right? So they want you to go with the under. So there's clearly not the right one to choose, but that's why I'm going to choose it. I'm going to choose the 120. I'm going to choose the under because it's a rich crowd. You know, they're gonna be like, you know what, I need to get the Tex-Mex nachos for $45. I'm not spending $25 on a hot dog. I need a Tex-Mex nachos because there's gonna be a little bit of beans in there and like some good like steaky stuff. So let's go with that. So I'm gonna go with the under 120,000 beers.
I like it. And I was gonna beef. I think you threw it up there already, but Ian posted that it was 117,000 in Atlanta.
Oh damn!
So MSS might be onto something here.
It's close right there. K Dog says in the comments, over under on pocket potatoes consumed. I'm gonna go. I'll go 6. I'll go 6.5 on that one.
6,500.
Yeah, exactly.
So the next one, another beautiful number to look at is the number of hot dogs sold over under 17,000, and over 17,000 is a biggish underdog at plus 185. So MSS, you're up first. Where are you at on the hot dog count?
Should I redo what I just said because I fucked?
I think so. Yeah, because it's the same. It's the same concept.
I was basically gonna. What I meant is a Red Bull vodka kind of crowd for $45 a pop, not the $25 beer. Like, I don't want to spend $25 on a beer, so we're gonna go with the under. Now I'm gonna go with, I'm not buying a hot dog for $25. I'm spending $45 on the Tex-Mex nachos. That's what I'm thinking. So my brain doesn't work so well. Thank you, Wellers. And if you want to sponsor us, please get in touch. But yeah, so I'm definitely going with the under on the hot dog sold.
All right, Beef, where are you going on hot dogs?
Fuck that. That's like a hot dog per 10 people. Now, Treasy, I want one caveat here. I want to hit this over. However, if we find out after the fact that they only bought 10,000 hot dogs for the entire stadium, I want my goddamn money back. I want this to be a fucking push, all right? I don't want. Sure. I want the capacity for 17,000 hot dogs to be sold, not some bullshit that they don't got enough hot dogs. Okay?
So you're coming at me like Joe Pesci in Casino? You want your money back? You want your money back?
Oh, you thought I was laying? I'm taking.
So what you're saying, Loaf, is we're not going to see an orchestrated, chaotic event like most hot dog dollar hot dog days at Sox Park.
I'm guessing
where they're just like, they totally forgot how to prepare hot dogs. We don't know how to do this anymore. There's none available, and we don't have anybody coming to your seat to give you this delicious treat for only $1. Yes. Okay. So if that happens, then
I want to push.
It's not, I'm sure this book is totally legit and definitely will come to your aid and let you cancel that bet. Yeah, I'm sure that will happen.
You know what's funny? I had to bet on all of these so that we could get the final result.
I love it.
That's right.
$5 a head. $5 in each bet. All right, commercials from yet to be from the 108 sponsors.
That's correct. Yeah.
First TV advertisement. Is it going to be Heineken or Budweiser? Budweiser, pretty heavy favorite at minus 275.
Yeah.
Beef, who's going first? TV advertisement.
It's funny because I got some history here with Budweiser. So a lot of you don't know. Way back in the day when I was a little kid, first started my my accounting career, I used to work in public accounting. And I had a tax/audit job. And one of my tax roles, I worked with a commercial director named Dave Merhar. And he worked for Budweiser, and he would be doing the Budweiser commercial for the Super Bowl every year. And he would let me know what the goddamn commercial was going to be. And it was like one of the ones that he did was when the birds came flying in, it would steal the Bud, and they would like terrorize the party and stuff. So I'm going to go Budweiser minus 275 because I knew a man who used to do this. Hilarious guy. So yeah, Bud for me.
I love it. I love the comment
Jimmy,
that the FTX
ahead, Jimmy.
was going to be the first ad.
Jimmy says, "Oh, thank God! I never thought we'd get to the accounting talk. You son of a bitch! I just lowered your seed in the 108 tourney just right now. I made your first round matchup worse."
I like this too from Jack, where he says the return of Spuds McKenzie.
Oh baby,
I would love it. I would love it.
Unfortunately, Jack, it's illegal to advertise stuff to kids that will kill them unless it's a bubblegum flavored vape.
MSS, where are you at on this?
I mean, it's way too easy. Budweiser is definitely the right call here. I mean, they spend way too much money. To be number one, you got to be number one, and they're number one. So I'm going with Budweiser. That's just the way it is.
All right,
and they just spend a lot of money.
They do. Yep. Speaking of spending a lot of money, the next one is Popcorners versus Pringles. Now, if you haven't seen, Popcorners did the Breaking Bad commercial. Like it's been online already. You've probably seen it out there. So that is a pretty big money commercial. They getting the actors that they did, they got Bryan Cranston, they got whoever plays Jesse Pinkman, and they got Tuco. That's still not Tuco. So Popcorners or Pringles. Now Pringles got a shitload of money, and there's a lot of cocaine in that Pringles mustache. So you got to wonder who's going to go first, and it is dead even. Minus 115 on both sides. That's a lot of juice for a bet, but nevertheless, it's even on each side. MySoxSummer, who are you going with?
So my kids hate.
Oh yeah, Aaron Paul. Thank you.
Yeah. He would have been like Treasy, bitch. What a bitch. I'm gonna go with Popcorners, even though my kids hate them. They made a big push. Like if your product is in Costco and it's relatively cheaply priced, like Popcorners is, you're spending money, so they're gonna try to one up the Pringles people. So I'm gonna go with Popcorners on this one. I think that's a smart money move.
All right, you on Popcorners, and it sounds like they spent a lot of money. Beef, did they spend enough money?
Here's the thing. You tried to explain what Popcorners is. Everyone in the comments is trying to tell me what Popcorners is. I still don't know what the fuck it is. So Pringles is my pick because that's the only product that I recognize up here. I don't know what the fuck a Popcorners is. So give me that Pringles. Hit that Pringles for me.
It's like flavored rice cake like chips. They look like Doritos. Bullshit. They taste like ass. I mean, I understand why my kids.
Hey, you know what, Beef?
So. They might go first, but they're going to be bankrupt.
Beef,
like FTX.
Beef. I'm with you because they go big time up front. They go big time products up front. That's why I think Budweiser will be first before Heineken. Mm-hmm. I think Pringles will be first before Popcorners too. Mostly because the Pringles commercial is straight out of Caligula. You guys haven't seen it yet, but it's amazing. A lot of fucking. Well, I'm a stockholder, a large stockholder in Pringles, mostly due to the mustache. All right.
Yes.
You can barely see this one because for this one I had to go to a different book.
Okay.
The formatting sucked on this book, but these are Rihanna bets. Okay. And the first, and I'm kind of glad you can't see them really well because the second one is the more exciting one. But the first one is to make an appearance on stage with Rihanna. Yeah. I couldn't bet these because I don't have an account at this book, so we will just have to watch and then judge these ourselves.
Yep.
So this is to make an appearance on stage. Now this does not mean first appearance because that's a separate bet. Okay. Right? Yeah. Like this is just to make an appearance on stage with them. There's a number of people here. Can you guys read them, or do you want me to read them?
Yeah, I can. Well, you should probably read them for the audience.
It's A$AP Rocky, Jay-Z, Eminem, Drake, Kanye West, Future, and T.I. Now, Drake, we don't know what jersey he's going to be wearing, but nevertheless, he could come on stage. He is actually one of the favorites. So he's at minus 200. Jay-Z's at minus 225. and then everybody else is in the plus. Kanye West is the biggest underdog at plus 800. You know, because maybe he's said a few things that keep him off this kind of broadcast.
Could be.
So you guys each pick one.
Okay.
And you know, we'll go from there.
Oh,
So Beef, you're up first.
Okay.
Oh man, it's so tempting because you know, talking about Drake, like Drake's going to be in the building. It's implicit based on the jersey, so you think, okay, that's kind of an obvious one. Yeah, Jay-Z and Rihanna have worked together on songs, so that's kind of obvious. But I'm just looking down the list here, and I'm going to go with T.I. at plus 700. I'm going to go with a little bit of a surprise and slide T.I. in there at plus 700. I could totally see him showing up here on stage, and yeah, that would be nice.
I like that. That's a big dog.
Really?
I was like, at plus 700? Fuck yeah, I'm taking that fucking shit because live my life. Yo, I mean, like, white people love that song, so like, it's definitely that's probably the smart money. Yeah. Fuck you, man.
You going TI too?
Well, no, I'm not because
I don't want TI 82.
I don't want to do that. So
how dare you?
I see. Here's where we get into problems. Okay, so we have to do process of elimination. This is how you take a test, kids. Kanye West, absolutely not. No. We're not seeing Kanye West anywhere near anything. Okay, A$AP Rocky, I'm not really familiar with him. I don't know if he did shit with Rihanna or not. I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. Eminem. Guy's a hermit, bro.
That'd be 2 years in a row too, right? For Eminem?
Yeah,
correct. That's right.
I don't think that's happening. I don't think he's coming out. Now, this is where it started to get weird. Drake, I don't know if Drake did anything with fucking Rihanna either. So I just can't do it. I'm gonna go with Jay-Z because it seems big enough that Jay can just walk out there and just do some shit and people be like, God damn, you see Jay-Z out there? They sang Umbrella. You know, white people love Umbrella too. So like, I'm gonna have to, yeah. I'm gonna have to go with Jay-Z.
This is now a big bet in this competition.
Yeah, it is
because
really
you're
is.
betting 225 to win 100 on Jay-Z.
I know.
And Beef is putting $100 out there to win 700.
I mean,
TI.
so
if Ti shows up, no, you can't take it back. Don't rethink your bet. It's in.
I mean,
the register
Jay-Z being there is gonna, it's gonna break. But they could both win in theory.
They could both win. But if they both win, you're still huge.
I'm in like Flint.
Yeah.
Now here's the second bet here, and I just love that we're living in a world where Rihanna exposing a butt cheek on stage is the favorite. I can't feel any better about the fact that that's the favorite. And my butt cheek expert, MySoxSummer, where are you going on this? Are you betting the 160 to win 100 on her butt cheek being out?
Oh God!
No, this is just cheek. This is a family show, everyone. It's a family show.
How dare you?
And this is lame. Like you could be wearing like some like high cut shorts, and you can be like, "Oh, there's a butt cheek." I mean, it's just that's not much. I mean, butt clef, is that what we're talking? Because or is it like a full on cheek? Like that's just a really hard.
I'm just gonna throw this out.
Yeah.
We didn't bet from this book, so this is at our discretion.
Okay.
So I will let you two decide how much butt cheek is required.
I'm gonna go with no. I'm gonna go with a no on this one. I'm gonna go no butt cheek. I'm sure she's gonna have something that covers all her nethers. So I'm gonna say no butt cheek.
I'm so upset he went no butt cheek. How could a man like MySoxSummer go no butt cheek?
He's rooting against himself. Really.
He's rooting against himself. He wants butt cheek. He wants butt cheek. Of course he does.
Yeah. Did you bet the under on the game too? I mean, like, are you trying not to have fun?
I'm gonna say yes to butt cheek. Everyone in the comments want butt cheeks. I want butt cheeks. Teresa, you want butt cheeks. Yes to butt cheeks. We're gonna hit the minus 160 for the yes.
This is a butt cheek crowd. If there ever was.
I like. Okay, second.
Soxwood says, "What the fuck's a butt clef?"
where the butt goes under. Like there's a little cleft there. I'll send you a picture. Check your DMs. First off, Zoe how old is Zoe? Like he's not young.
He's in his mid-30s, I guess.
Yeah, like he's trying to act like he's like cool. Like Google Aesop and Rihanna, man. Like he listens to that shit. That motherfucker's listening to Doobie Brothers on a fucking tape. Okay, he's driving his fucking some Chrysler LeBaron around listening to fucking tapes. He's not smoking fucking probably menthols and fucking drinking his Busch Lights. Like don't tell me that I need to get hip, bro. You're still listening to Doobie Brothers.
You notice the theme with MSS? He hates when people know stuff that he doesn't know about pop culture. He absolutely hates it. Like he hates when someone is more hip than he is, get used to it. Everyone is more hip than you. You're in your mid-40s. It's time to be just a dad. Like
it's not so much that it's like you need to fucking Google this and like because I know this like he knows it. Like you don't know it. You don't know that.
You're fading here. All right. I had a good it was I want to see Andy Reid's butt clef. I think we're gonna get to Andy Reid.
Y'all know what a butt clef is. Come on.
In fact, we're gonna get to him right.
Oh shit!
Now.
That's a lot of Andy Reid.
Because these are incredible. This is where we're gonna end it.
You bet this, right?
There's a lot of money to be bet here. All right, because you're betting at $100 stakes the whole way.
You made these up. You had to make these up. Just read the first one. You made this shit up.
No way.
You made
this is a. You can bet this. If the Chiefs win, will Andy Reid be doused in barbecue sauce?
God, I hope so.
Now, yes is plus 1,400. That could be a big win. No is minus 10,000. So, Beef, I'm going to start with you.
The only thing I'm worried about is if it's a trick question that there's going to be barbecue flavored Gatorade. Then I'll be totally screwed. I'll get this one wrong, but I think I'm going to bet the no. I don't think they're going to cover the man barbecue sauce after the game. Even though that's what I want. I would love to see that.
He might have requested it. You don't know.
Yeah, it's true.
MySoxSummer, where are you at? Are you willing to bet yes on this?
I don't even know where the tie-in is, other than like Kansas City has like shitty barbecue sauce.
He's a fat guy.
that too.
Like
all of these bets.
Where does the barbecue sauce come from? Like it's not like they have like Gatorade. I understand, but like
it would be like a Gatorade tub of barbecue sauce.
Like they don't just have that out there. Like what to eat dunk your nugs in when you're playing professional sports? No. So yeah, I mean you got to go no. I mean that's just stupid. That's stupid.
Dougie, thank you so much.
Oh my shit.
Team MSS booty cheeks.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Cheers,
the drink.
Dougie. Cheers, bro.
That's some funny shit.
All right, I couldn't tempt you
Please
guys
don't
on
tell
that
me
one.
how you fix Super Chat because I don't want to know. I don't want to give him.
Couldn't tempt you on that one.
It's exciting.
No.
Next one. Will Andy Reid wear a Hawaiian shirt during the Super Bowl? Now, this is a risky proposition for such a large no, because if that dude throws on a Hawaiian shirt after the game,
right,
you're in peril. So, will Andy Reid wear a Hawaiian shirt during the Super Bowl? MSS, it's to you.
I'm going no. And I'm going on because what you just said, Chirizi, like just triggered something. You just said what did they like right after they win the Super Bowl, he throws on a Hawaiian shirt. It says in the bet during Super Bowl. That motherfucker is not wearing a Hawaiian shirt during the Super Bowl.
What if he has a Hawaiian shirt underneath his everything?
You don't know.
And it's like sticking out a little bit. You know, that's the only part I'm worried about here. I agree with MSS though. Yes. I'm gonna go no on this.
I'll bet yes, you bitch.
Nah, it's a little far fetched. I'm not sure that's.
It's 100%.
All right. Here's something.
Not as much as
much more possible, and you can tell by the odds. You can tell by the odds that this is a lot more possible. Will Andy Reid eat a cheeseburger before the end of the Super Bowl broadcast? This is the Super Bowl broadcast, not the Super Bowl this time.
Right.
And these two are on the same page in this book, so there's a very distinct difference between Super Bowl and Super Bowl broadcast. It's only minus 900 for the no here, which is ridiculous. Plus 500 on the yes.
Yeah.
Beef, it's to you first. Are you going yes or no on eating a cheeseburger during the broadcast?
I am absolutely smashing the yes. He is 100% going to eat a cheeseburger during the broadcast. Now, my only question is this. They don't have to show him, right? His halftime 3 cheeseburgers count for this cheeseburger bet, right?
We don't know.
That matters, right? That counts.
That's unknown. It's bookmaker's discretion.
I'm gonna go with yes because I think he's got to get the feedback on at halftime, and we know cheeseburgers are going to be involved. So I think is at least I got to be a slight positive EV betting plus 500.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! I love that. I love that so much.
I'm hammering
love the
no.
yes.
Like
You're hammering no?
I'm hammering no.
If he eats one, you're screwed.
You're fucked.
You're drinking wine next week.
I'm already fucked if Ti shows up, so it doesn't even matter.
All right, the last one, and I think that this one is interesting because I've definitely watched broadcasts where this picture has been shown. We've all seen this picture before.
Oh yeah.
So will they mention and here's the key: mention or show a clip picture of Andy Reid competing in punt pass kick contest as a child. Yes is a small underdog at plus 105. No is minus 135. MSS, it's you first.
Yes.
You're going yes. You're going absolutely. They're going to show this.
Going to show it.
I'm with you here quite a bit here. Like I can't see this broadcast going without it. Beef, where are you at on that?
Yeah, I'm easy yes as well. I mean that's just such a excellent piece of footage, and throughout the years they've shown it so many times. And the Super Bowl, you got to go back and grab that classic stuff and bring it up to this audience because this is a casual audience here, so they might not have seen that yet, or they haven't seen it in years. But what's interesting is I don't remember it the last times the Chiefs have been in the Super Bowl. They haven't shown it, have they? Like the Chiefs have been in the Super Bowl recently. And I don't remember seeing it. Maybe they did. Maybe I just missed it. But it's kind of interesting.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I did a lot of alcohol. In the last
I believe that.
I'm not sure.
I did a lot of alcohol.
Sure.
I've done that. I did that.
I got to tell you guys, I was glad we could go through those because there were so many fun ones. The books that I'm not at where I could just go and look and see what they've got, like there are so many insane Rihanna and Chris Stapleton bets. Like they're like from like as hair color to her to lipstick wear to wardrobe malfunctions, all this. Chris Stapleton, there's a lot of weird like what color cowboy hat is Chris Stapleton gonna wear? And there's not a no cowboy hat bet. Like
it's happening.
It's like there's not a field bet. There's like it's only what color will it be? So like I mean like is that I don't know how they're gonna grade that. That's why I didn't even bring it in because I was like I don't even know what to do with this because if he doesn't wear a cowboy hat, I'm the bookmaker in this case. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
But yeah,